Welcome back to the MartiniWorks Podcast. I'm here with
Gels
and special guest
Lars.
Lars is back on the podcast. Always a good time when Lars joins us. So we're excited, and I think we should just hop right into it.
Let's do it.
I'm pumped.
Yeah?
What are some cars that shouldn't be good but are?
Okay. You want just let her rip?
Yeah.
Fiat 500
Oh yeah.
Abarth.
You're speaking my
Oh,
language,
man.
Dude,
I love those things.
there's a couple that rip around Appleton here that every time I see them, I just get so hyped. There was one that showed up to Early Birds. He actually bought some works from us. Looks incredible
It's so
on
sick.
there. There's actually one that's like right across the way here. They work in like one of the buildings over here. It's like they sound so angry. They sound so good. And they're just a little roller
Shouldn't be
skate.
good because it looks like a smart car.
Yeah.
The
Like
recipe
European
It is.
makes
It's
no
a
sense.
pissed off
Yeah.
smart car is what it is.
Yeah.
And I love them. They sound like Dodge Neon SRT4s. Surprisingly, I was able to fit in one.
Really?
Yeah, the
Okay.
guy that came to Early Birds, he let me sit in it. Really nice guy, by the way. We did a video on it, and I feel like I have to own one at some point.
Yeah.
It does seem like one of those bucket list cars. Like one of my friends that worked at a BMW dealer, he drove everything, Porsches, Mercedes, BMWs, and so on. He also had a fascination with Fiat 500s, the
Yeah.
Abarths. Like he had one for a couple of years and loved it.
Yeah, I always remember when they were like first coming out, and I'd like see them. I'm like, God, what the hell are those things? And then I remember, I think I was in Green Bay at the time, and I like saw one for the first time that was like modified and heard it for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is in that thing? Like, and like Dakota said it, it's like it had that like kind of like SRT4 like just growl to it. I don't know. It's so weird.
They sound gnarly.
Yeah, they sound absolutely
I feel like
killer.
there's a decent aftermarket
There's got to be, yeah.
support for them because they're always modded, and they can come with Beats by Dre.
What?
Oh, that's right. That was like a special edition they had. Or something,
Are you
right?
serious?
Yeah,
Holy
like the
shit.
one that was here for Early Birds had Beats by Dre speakers in it, and like that's like
Oh,
a
okay.
trim option or whatever.
That's kind of
for it.
cool.
That's so weird.
There are some brands out there that like they kill it with like the audio game. I know like my mom's trucks, like she's always had like Ram trucks, and for some reason they have always had like the best audio. Like
Well, they
they would
got
like partner. Like some of them had like Bose, some had like Alpine.
Yep.
There was one with like there was like a whole like THX system in it.
Harman
Like
Cardone.
yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like there was always something I think would bump.
And get into the Dodge and you turn it on, it just does like the THX. Like,
Yeah, blows you out of the freaking
It's
cab.
like crazy.
I would say, what about the Lexus IS 300?
Yeah, yeah.
They're good.
They're really good.
They
in,
are.
In reality, it's you get the 2JZ that's NA.
right.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's a sedan. They're heavy. They're big. Yet you see those being slung around all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you can get a manual one, which are pretty rare, and it's like
It's
I kind
tricky.
of I attributed it's like that is like the closest thing that we got to like a chaser here in
Yeah.
the U.S. Like it was just supposed to be like a more luxurious sedan, but it had a 2J under the hood, and you can get it manual. So it was like it kind of hit both of those really well, and I feel like that's what people fuck with the chasers so much. It's like, oh, it was meant to be just a normal everyday car, but then it had like a sports car like hidden underneath it.
They have like that cool aesthetic because they're totally practical and it's a Lexus, it's reliable,
Yeah.
lasts forever and stuff. But just adding a manual transmission and a decently fun engine, and it looks properly good. It's
Yeah.
aged very well too.
You can search for the unicorn too, and you can get the wagon manual.
Ooh, the Sport Cross.
those are
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Really hard to find, but
Yeah.
really neat.
I always see people drifting those too. I think that's super neat. The gauge clusters on them are so cool.
Yeah,
looks like
they
like
are.
a watch.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
they're
never been in
really
one.
neat.
Oh yeah, seriously. Yeah, check out like the if you ever see an IS 300, like go look at like the gauge cluster, like Google or something. Like it looks super cool. It's like it literally looks like a layout of like a really fancy watch or
It's
something.
pretty much the coolest part of the car.
Yeah.
The rest is pretty standard.
That's awesome.
No, I like those. Lars, you got any?
Yeah, for me, the new Prius has no business
Oh.
looking the way it does.
Oh yeah.
I looked it up. Obviously, it's front wheel drive. It's whatever, automatic and stuff. But they look incredible. It's obviously all the benefits of the hybrid and all that stuff. They look absolutely insane. I already said that. But then they're only like 3,000 pounds for like this little like sedan hybrid thing. I
Right.
thought they would be like 4,000 pounds or something. That's
No,
what it would be
they're
if BMW
decent.
made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look awesome. I think with the like lowered and on wheels,
Yeah.
it's honestly a super good looking car.
Yeah, I can't. Like I think it's one of the best looking cars that anybody makes right now. Short of like Lexus, even though we were just talking about them. But
Right.
it's just a really like gorgeous car to look at.
Toyota really flipped it up. They made like the first gen, second gen, I can't remember, first gen Prius, horribly ugly. I think it's a horrible looking egg car. But these new ones, you would never even guess it's a Prius.
That's what we're used to now. They're just kind of goofy looking, but the new one's stunning. I think it looks better than the Corolla even, and that's a good looking car.
Yeah, there's a while where like hybrids and EVs and stuff, like for whatever reason, had to look super ugly in order to be a hybrid. But now it's like being normalized, and you can make them look cool.
Yep.
I got a weird one.
Okay.
The Buick Regal GS. So it's kind of like the spin on like the old like GNX, kind of thing. Like it was like a modernized version of it, kind of. So it's like it looks pretty basic, but it is an all-wheel drive like 3.6 liter V6. It's like 310 horsepower. Like pretty decent, like for a Buick. And it, kind of like the commercials that I made. It's like, I don't see a Buick. Where's the Buick? It's like it kind of fits in with that where it's like it looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like a grandpa car, but and kind of get down.
Yeah.
I would say another one is the Mazda Speed 3.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like the first generation more so, because the little bit newer ones are, I don't know, they're nicer. But the first gen ones kind of look like Traffic. And then you get in the interiors, and they're very basic. Like, it just feels like economy car.
Speed 3 or Mazda Speed 3?
That's so
because there's a difference.
The front wheel drive turbo hot hatch.
So the Mazda Speed 3. The Mazda Speed 3. It's a one word. It's like Mazda, and then it's like a one word Mazda Speed 3.
Mazda Speed 3.
Yes.
Why would they do that? That's so stupid.
Because they still make the Speed 3s, and those are actually really good cars too. Our friend Mark has one, and we took it down to. I've actually ridden with him a couple times down to like Tennessee for like car shows and stuff. And he threw it out. He has like a set of Graham lights and stuff like that, and lowered, and has some like Cork Sports stuff too. And it's like super nice. Like the quality is like super nice. Like it rode good. It got insane gas mileage.
It's like 42 something miles per gallon, right? He was getting is crazy.
Yeah, we were like stopping to like fill up essentially with everyone else, and he's like, "No, I put like $3 in." He's like, I don't know. He's like, I really didn't use any gas, and we've been going for like 3 hours, and it's like, Jesus.
Yeah. On that note,
yeah.
Oh, sorry. The diesel BMWs back in the day, like I don't think they make them anymore. But I had the 328D wagon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that was the same thing. I got 45 miles per gallon or something like that. The first time I drove it for home from Milwaukee, I was like, what did I just get into?
Yeah.
And I would take it on drives like around Wisconsin with like friends in their sports cars and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I could hang with them. Like obviously it wasn't the fastest thing in the world, especially horsepower wise, but it was fast enough to get 45 miles per gallon. Like it was crazy. All the luxury stuff on the inside looks the same. You can never tell. It sounds more or less the same.
Yeah, diesel cars are underrated. They're awesome.
Totally underrated.
I can't get on board with them. I think they're so weird. Something about it just weirds me out.
I love them. But
diesel?
anyways, Mazda Speed 3, it has a lot going against it, but the actual driving of it is what pulls you in. It's so fun. It has like the worst torque steer of any car I've ever driven, but that makes it fun because it feels chaotic. And like you do a pull, it's like, holy shit, I'm going in the ditch. But like you are giggling, laughing, and it feels like it has way more power than it should. Yeah. So I think those are slept on.
Dude,
a
I know
little bit.
people were doing some pretty gnarly builds on those things too, like like 600, 800, almost 1,000 horsepower builds on these things.
That's
freaking nuts.
Yeah,
I don't know
absolute
if you can find
monsters
anymore. I never ever. I feel like I don't see them, and I don't see them for sale ever.
Yeah, especially up here because like the rust got to them so bad. Like the older Mazdas of that year, like they're so prone to rust. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And the Speed 3s would always, or the Mazda Speed 3s would always see rusted out pretty bad.
It is one of the cars I've learned, or the type of cars I've learned to enjoy more, I think, or respect more over the years. Because like what you're just saying about it being chaotic, like that is part of the fun.
Yeah.
Like to have a car that feels like it's way scarier than it actually is. Like, that's cool. If you're not actively trying to race it or something like that. Like, that's fun. You put your buddies in that car, you let somebody test drive it, and they're like, holy crap, how do you drive this every day? And it's like,
damn, this thing must be making like 500 horsepower. It's like 250.
That's all in good fun.
Yeah. 100%.
Honestly, I'm sad Alex isn't here to hear this, but the Scion TC is honestly a car that shouldn't be good. That is good because you have Toyota reliability.
Right.
Things gonna go for 300 miles, or 300,000 miles, no problem. Yep. It's gonna burn oil, but that's okay. You can add a little bit of oil when you fill up with gas. You'll be all right. And dude, I've had my buddy Neff had one, and he drove like an hour and a half to work every day and back. So he racked up the miles, and dude, he has like we bought a big TV for our living room, and the guy's like, "Do you have like a truck or something to haul this?" And I was like, "No, my buddy has a TC." He's like, "Oh, it's not gonna fit. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. You're gonna have to like come pick it up or something."
Hatchback, baby.
We're like, "We're gonna try it." You open up the hatch, dude, slid right in, fit perfect.
Yep.
He's fit a Honda Grom back
my
there
God.
in the back of his TC. So it's like those are slept on. Like they are such a good daily driver. And honestly, like I don't think TCs look that bad. I think they're decent looking cars for what they are.
Are those the big square ones or the little coupes? I always forget. I mix them up.
The coupes. So the
But they also can be square.
Yeah. The third gen of them were like the really boxy,
Blocky.
squared ones.
Yeah.
The XB was like the box.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's the car I learned.
Honestly,
manual in.
those kind of
Uh-huh.
those
That's
kind of slap too. I call it like the first gen XBs. I have a soft spot for. I think they're super cool.
I learned
think they
manual
aged well.
in a Ford Ranger.
Oh,
Damn.
Did you learn manual in Joseph?
Ford Escort wagon.
oh. So I have the most boring one. Got it.
Ranger's pretty.
I don't know. The wagon was we called it putt putt because it ran on like 3 or 4 cylinders and was rusted out and on Steelies, and it was
The thing
pretty
was
flapped.
though, so we had this Ford Ranger, and the plans were my dad was going to give it to me when I turned 16.
Sure.
So I was like 14 and a half going on 15. And so he's like, you got to learn how to drive this thing. So we're like out in the field. We were doing some work. He's like, get in and drive it. So like I did it, and it went good. It was really easy. So from that point, I'm like, okay, I know how to drive stick. And then when I was like 17, I had a Mustang GT, automatic though.
Okay.
And I wanted to trade it. I wanted a Mark IV 1.8T.
Yep.
And dude, it was the worst Mark IV in the history of the world. And I was a young, naive kid, and I wanted to trade my Mustang for this. So we went, and my dad's like, yeah, you shouldn't trade for this thing. It's a piece of shit. And I'm like, boost,
That's what I want.
manual, so sick. Like it had a big turbo on
Yeah.
it, but it just needed a tune. The blow-off valve wasn't working, blah, blah, blah. A million things wrong. And I'm so like, yep, I want it. Yep, that's. My dad's like, dude, your Mustang's perfect. What are you doing? So he's like, all right, let's do it. So we traded. And we start driving it back home, and he's like, "You better drive it." I'm like, "Okay, I know manual." Oh my god, dude! I was stalling it left and right. There, I remember there's one red light we came up to, and it turned green. I stalled it until it turned red again, and I had a line of cars behind me. They're all honking. Long story short about that too. That drive from they lived in the same city, their house to my house. We found so many issues.
Oh my god.
We drove back, and my dad was like, "We're not doing this. You lied about so much on this car.
Oh shit.
We're not trading it." He actually signed the title when he shouldn't have to, because his mom was on the title. And he signed it. So he's like, "This ain't even legit, dude. Like, give us a."
Damn, he threw down.
I did not get that 1.8T GTI.
You got lucky. That was with you. You got
Honestly, yeah.
No, shout out to my dad, Dad, on that one. That was
Did you a favor.
He saved my ass big time.
Holy.
Big time. I was so stupid.
Damn.
Yeah, learning
I
manual.
love trading shit for 1.8Ts.
I think, yeah, I know. Dude, my whole life.
We should have had Dale up here for the 20th when you traded that.
He
would have
been
still
like,
had the wagon.
Don't fucking trade for this thing.
Oh,
Yeah, he would have talked me out of it. See, that's what happened when someone wasn't there to talk me
Yep.
out of it.
Yep.
But I think that car I really, really learned sticking was my Cobalt SS.
Sure.
That's the one I actually like drove, you know. More
Yeah,
than
it was we had that Escort, and that's what I learned essentially and it's like that was a good learning curve because there was no assist in that thing, and it grinded like every fucking gear, and there was barely any clutch left, so it was like an on or off switch kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so like when I got my Eclipse up and running, that was manual. You know, that was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like it felt great. And then I had my E36, which was manual, and then pretty much everything that I've ever had has been manual,
Yeah.
except for the
Beamer.
BMW. Yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, it was that XB, and it was at a car show we were hosting in the Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, yeah.
And the day before, one of our buddies had an XB, and he was like, dude, you're going to learn today. Just put me in the car, and I was like, all right.
Is this during like automotion? It had to have been.
During automotion.
There's like,
That's when you
a
learn to drive
great
stick?
time to learn manual. Yeah. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Long story short, it did not go well. Like I got her on the block, but one of the staff, our contact at the event, the venue we were staying at, he got behind me at some point, and he was like, man, it looked like you never drove manual before. I was like,
Oh, man.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So then I drove my buddy's BMW home one time when he was drinking. I just drove it home for him.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, I bought my first manual car and I flew to Ohio to go get it by myself. I had to drive it home.
That's the best way to learn, just thrown into it.
Yeah.
So I actually had this picture just popped up in my memories like 2 hours ago. I had a picture of the car because I pulled over after one of the toll booths because I stalled it. No, sorry, I didn't stall. I put it in limp mode.
Oh, what?
Because I forgot to lift my foot off the gas when I put the clutch in. So it went to like 7,000 RPM, went in limp mode. And I was like, I just broke my car. 800 miles from home, just, handed this guy a check and drove away. And I was like, it's already broken.
Have you guys ever taught someone manual?
I tried to teach my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I think she's more nervous about breaking my car than
Sure.
actually driving it. But she did a good job.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like I definitely helped my now wife, at the time she was my girlfriend, how to drive stick. And now she has only owned stick. She's never even owned an auto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was hesitant at first about it. I was like, nah, do it. Like, I think you'll like it. And she's like, no, I don't want to do all that. And she got a Neon SRT4 and learned in that. And then it's been history ever since. Now she won't get an auto, only wants manual.
Nice.
Nice.
I've shown a few people how to do it. Maggie, my wife, I show how, and she's got the Type R now, and she drives it literally every day. So she's gotten great at it. She's proficient at it now. But I remember I had my E26, and my buddies were visiting, and it was my buddy Luke, and he's like, I want to learn how to drive manual or whatever. So I was like, all right, hop in, we're like in Wausau or whatever, and we're like by our college dorm, and I was like, all right, let's do it. I was like showing him through the stuff, and I don't know, he couldn't get something right, but I just remember it was like when you're teaching someone, and they obviously like okay, when something starts going wrong, you just put the clutch in, right?
Yep.
Their instinct is like, okay, I'm just going to drop everything. So it's like off the gas, off the clutch, off everything. And it just starts bucking like crazy. And then you try to hit the brakes and it just jerks even more. And they're like, wait, no, I'm going. So then they smash the gas. Dude, it was
can
like
be violent.
Like fucking riding like a bucking Bronco. Dude, I just remember him doing that like 3 times. And we're just dying laughing. Because I'm like trying to explain it to him and he just keeps trying it. Dude, like the glove box kept flying open. The freaking like visors were dropping down, like shit was flying all over the place. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
That's so funny.
He's like, I give up. This shit's too hard.
That's funny because your natural instincts are the exact opposite of what you should do
Right,
in those
yeah,
situations.
yeah.
So like everything you want to do, it just makes it worse. The only thing you do that's right is just both feet in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like after driving manual for so long, I almost like forget what it was like to not know
Yeah.
what to do. And like, looking at it from literally a blank slate, like, it's so weird to me that people can't drive manual. Like it's just, I'm so used to it. I've had it since I was like 16, 17 years old. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's just so funny because it always brings me back too. It's like to when like teaching someone, it's like, oh my God, it's like how are you not getting this? And it's like I remember it's like I was in the same situation, and it's like the muscle memory is just there now. It's literally what it is. And
I think that's what it is. Like you overthink it and you panic.
It is. You 100% overthink it. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to keep revving it. And it's like, no, just let it out. It's gonna as long as you don't just drop the fucking thing. Like it's more times gonna be. You think about it too much and you start over complicating it, and then you start just doing things.
That's what happened when I kept stalling at the light until it changed, because like people start honking. I'm like not even think. I just turn it back on, stall, turn it back on, stall. And I'm like just going like a foot forward each time. I'm like halfway in the intersection.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is terrible. You know what's not terrible though?
What's that?
Continental tires.
No, those are pretty dang good.
Opposite of terrible. They're my favorite. Extreme Contact Sport 02s, goated. If you don't have a set, get a set. And with winter coming up, might want to check out the Viking Contact 8.
Brand new.
I
want to check it out.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't even got to try it yet. I'm excited to try it, though, because I don't even know what they could have improved on from the Viking Contact 7.
No.
I love those tires. Phenomenal winter tires. Now's a great time to get them because it's before winter. When you wait for the first snowfall and everyone's like, oh, wait, I should go get snow tires, they're going to be gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
So they have a ton of available sizes. They have awesome warranties. You can head on over to MartiniWorks.com, sort and filter by whatever Continental tire you need, and check those out. And if you have any questions, you can shoot us a message. We're more than happy to help you pick out a tire and find what you need. Maybe it's what size, or you can tell us how you drive and what you're looking to get out of it, and we can make some recommendations. So a huge shout out and thank you to Continental for being a sponsor of MartiniWorks Podcast.
Be right back. We are getting near the end of show season of 2025, believe it or not. It's coming to a wrap real quick. And we're going to be heading down to Slammed Enough Sevierville in, honestly, a couple weeks, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And for us, at least here in Wisconsin, is kind of like the end of the season before winter really starts to kick in here. So 2025, car show season getting wrapped up. Trends. We like to talk about the trends of what we've seen this year, what has been going on in the scene, or whether that's in person or on social media, whatever it might be. What do you think are some of the most overhyped car trends right now that we've seen this year?
I got one. And it won't die.
Sure.
It won't stop. It's not new.
Okay.
I figured by now it would be over, and it isn't. Starlight headliners.
Over it, huh?
They just keep going on. I'm over them. Because, like, the first few were cool. It's like, oh, it's neat. Now when, like, every single overdone car show car has it, and I peer in, I'm sick of it. You're ruining the headliners. You got to, dude, there's so much fiber optic cable that gets shoved into these things. And I don't know. I'm just over it.
I feel like it is really one of those mods where it's like, man, I've really kind of done everything else. What else can I do to this? And it's like, I could do the headliner thing.
Yep.
And they do it. Have you seen like the people have started to do like the Starlight like fender liners now?
What?
No.
Yeah, like in some of like I think it's in some of like the SUVs and like trucks and kind of things that have like you can actually see up in like the
He
fender
was
wells
a
and stuff.
fairy.
Yeah, so like a lot of like the freaking like fender liners and stuff that you get, like they're like that fabric, like almost like carpets type. So they started to do it, and I've seen it a couple times now, and it's like, oh my
crazy.
god, do we?
I have not seen that yet, but
Yeah.
I love a good interior. Like I like VIP cars. I think that's cool. But yeah, it is getting to be a bit much.
bring the chandeliers back, dude.
Right?
Hang a chandelier from your damn headliner. That's what I want to see in a VIP car. I'm over the Starlight. Just give it a little while. Let it cool down. Everyone stop, and we'll bring it back, and it'll be good again.
Yeah. I know we've talked about it a lot on here, just in kind of in general, because it really blew up this year. But the whole go get your Alibaba forged wheels or whatever. Like I'm so overseeing it, dude. Like they're not good. Stop pretending like they're good. Like congrats that you got, $1,000 wheels instead of $4,000 wheels, I guess, but they're just not branded,
It's gross.
it's just weird. If to me it still feels like it's like some undercover TikTok shop thing.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like. Like I'm just waiting for them to be like, well, if you want yours, go here's the link for it, and it's like a fucking affiliate link or some shit. Like I don't know. It just seems so weird. Like I get it, right? It's like it's supposed to be this whole like play on stick it to the big brands and that kind of stuff, but it's just like I don't know. It just feels weird.
The thing for me is like the whole point is that you're investing in your car to make it look cool and to make it like your own. And by I'm all for saving money. Like I don't mean it to sound like
Right,
this,
yeah.
But when you buy like the cheapest part available, like what does that say about what you're doing with your car?
Yeah, right.
Like,
It's like, how much do you care about what you're doing?
At the end of the day, you're just buying a cheap copy of something else that you did like, and I don't know. I'm with you. I think it's ridiculous. Like if it's your first car or something like the whole rep conversation is fun. Like that's cool. There's a place for that. But the people who buy like forged wheels and claim how great they are and stuff, like you can tell it's not a good wheel. Or even if it is a structurally sound wheel, it doesn't look good. That's not.
Yeah, there's still something off about it. It's like it's like AI stuff. It's like you can always tell there's like just something weird. It's like that's how I feel about like these wheels. It's like cool, yeah, they might be forged. They're probably made in like very similar factories, or the blanks are the same. Like there are a lot of arguments for it, and I totally understand that. But it's like it's like it comes down to it's like there's just something off about it, and it's weird.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen a video too where I watched where a guy got them and he like reviewed them, and it seemed like a pretty genuine review from what I seen. It was a full video. It wasn't like a short or whatever. And he's like, he put them on and he's like, yeah, I mean they fit. Even the hub bore was like correct, but he's like, They claim they were forged, and like looking at the weight of these, I'm pretty sure these aren't forged.
Just, like, formed or something. Yeah,
like they're just cast.
Oh God,
whatever. Yeah. So, I think there's a lot of misinformation with them, and we don't know the testing that's actually been done with them and the quality control that are on these. Yeah. So it's not a great look.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, with all these types of like this inherent type of business, they're selling it for so cheap because they're cutting every cost imaginable. So like all the stuff, like the design, the edges, the finish, the paint, the durability of the wheel, the packaging, like they're screwing you on all of that,
right?
And making it,
yeah, because essentially what they're doing is that they may make wheels for a brand that right? And they'll literally take that design, but make it just to whatever standard can get it out the door.
Right.
They're not holding it to the standard of whatever brand went through that factory to make that wheel to then get it out the door. Because like even when we worked with aftermarket wheel factories in the past, when we were doing our own stuff, it was like, yes, obviously the factory that we went with were making other wheels, like absolutely 100%. But we were so adamant on like what we wanted out of them and like provided so much pressure to that manufacturer of like, this wheel needs to be this load rating and it needs to hit this weight. Right. Like no questions asked. Because every time they come back to us, they're like, well, this is what we can do. It's like, you can do better than that. Yeah. And like we, worked with them and fought like tooth and nail to like get that design to where it needed to be and get the weight where it needed to be, get the load rating where it needed to be, get the lip design where it needed to be. So it was like, yeah, you could easily, it all is down, like the branding is more than just branding. Like, right. And for some, companies out there, it's like they provide so much input to that to make it an actual better quality wheel. So it's that you might get something made in the same factory, it might be the same design, but it's like there's more that goes into it than that really makes that wheel what it is.
And the same thing applies to every wheel brand you can imagine. Even the lower tier, brands or products, they all still have that amount of pressure behind the scenes to those factories to say like, you're going to do this the way we want it, right? The way our customers
or we're going to go somewhere else. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, because none of these brands would survive if all their wheels were truly bad or horrible, right? Right. But these faceless, factories that just make you a wheel for $1,000 or whatever, they don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That is what it is. I guess it's just it's trying to. It seems like it's trying to be like marketed essentially as you no longer need to buy these wheels. Like you're stupid if you go buy expensive wheels, and it's like I don't know about all that.
Right. What about you, Lars? You got any?
For me, especially after dealing with a car behind us back here over the last year, it's engine swaps. The unnecessary engine swaps.
Oh wow, that's a hot take.
So many cars, and I'm not talking. The car is broken. I'm gonna put an LS in it. That's honestly my plan if the E26 ever blows up. But like, there's so many swaps that like they get a car running perfectly normal, and they're like, I'm gonna stick something else in it just because. Like for show cars or whatever. I don't get it. Like, why would you take a perfectly functioning car, and then do months worth of work? And you end up with effectively the same thing.
I think sometimes it's to be unique. It's to be different. It's to make your car even more individualistic. But I get what you're saying 100%, especially because I've seen so many times where it like causes catastrophic issues and problems, and it's a money pit. And now, working on it's a nightmare because everything's custom, everything's different, everything's changed. But there's a cool factor to it for me too, because I know how much work it takes to get something to that point. But I get what you're saying with it being like, is that work even worth it? Some of these you're making like 50 horsepower more, and you did that whole engine swap, and your car was running fine beforehand.
And I respect all the work that goes into the good ones, of course. Like those people are craftsmen. And they're good at what they do. It's just from my perspective, right, from mostly driving cars, being forced to work on my car now that it's broken. I can't understand it. It's so odd to me.
What's going on with your car?
Oh man, that's right. I haven't talked about this yet.
Open the can of worms.
Yeah. So at Grid Life, we're having a good time. I knew I was gonna have to swap rotors and probably pads at some point during the weekend. I was doing time attack, of course, in the M3, and every time we changed something on the car, it just like kept making it worse. Until Saturday morning, which is like the full on like the go for it day to get into the like the qualifying sessions. everything was going great. Saturday morning, I had probably my best session ever, my fastest time in that car ever at Road America. And then around lunchtime, they had a grid walk. So they asked all the time attack drivers to get their cars, park them in the grid, and have people, fans or whatever, come check them out, get pictures and so on, talk to the drivers. And as I'm in line parking, the grid is like up a hill, and then it's like not perfectly level, so it's like on both edges, kind of rolls down. So I come up, wait for my turn. I have my foot on, manual car, like we're talking about, clutch in, foot on the brake. Yep. The car starts rolling backwards.
Oh man!
I was like, that's not good.
That's weird.
Yeah. So when we finally I just like hit the parking brake, when I felt it, stopped the car, popped the hood, and as people were trying to get pictures of it, I'm like messing around with the brake fluid, trying to look at the rotors and pads and stuff, and everything looked fine. And long story short, we blew something in the brake system, and I say something because here we are 4 weeks later, and I still don't know what it is.
Really been chasing it and trying everything essentially, right?
Yeah, I never work on cars very, very often at least. So I decided to change the master cylinder myself, which was a whole ordeal. It took a week because we ordered the wrong part, and getting to it is a pain in the ass. And getting it back in was even worse. Bleeding the system and so on. And put everything back together, bled the system a bunch of times, asked for help from literally dozens of people have reached out, which was super awesome. And feels exactly the same as the day I parked it.
Ugh. Dude, there's literally nothing worse than chasing your tail with the brake system. It is the most frustrating process in the world of like going through the steps to like bleed a system. Yeah. And especially even if it's up in the air, like it's still such a pain in the ass. I know you were doing stuff with like the ABS module, and you were like purging it and like had like a computer hooked up to it and doing all this stuff, and it was like literally following the steps of the T, and it was still just not doing it. That is like the worst feeling ever.
And that's 100%. It's a mess, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just following YouTube videos, and there's not any specifically on changing the master cylinder on an M3, which is slightly different and stuff. So I was like winging it as I go with the help of gels or Dustin or whoever else was around, and then I had this like tool hooked up that I thought was working, and then the other parts that could be failing, everybody kept telling me they fail in one way, and then what's happening with my car is actually something else. But now that everything's back together, they're like, well, it was probably the other thing all along. Yeah. I'm like having to start this week-long process over again to try if it's another $700 part or something like that. And we're not even sure what it is. So at this point, I'm pretty sure we're just going to delete the whole system and replace it with...
Brake delete.
Just parking brake everywhere. And then replace it with a system that gets rid of the booster completely. And the ABS module at this point. It'll just go more towards the race car setup, I suppose. So we're just working on some stuff to see if we can get a partnership for that or what that looks like. So I think overall the car will be better for it when we're done. But it sucks because it's middle of the summer. We have realistically like a month or so left of car season, and I was hoping I could bring it to Gatlinburg because I didn't really drive it there last year because I just bought the M5, and I'm pretty sure none of that's going to happen. So the car's probably going to be in storage until spring at this point with some other stuff we're working on.
Yeah, it's the reality of it sometimes.
I mean, I'm glad that these issues didn't happen while you were driving on track.
Yeah.
Brakes are like one of the scariest things, like next to tires. Like tires and brakes, you need to have 100% trust in when you're racing on the track. So like for me, I mean, I guess if you delete the whole system, that's one thing, and you do a new system, okay. But like even if you were to find and fix the issue, I feel like it would just be in the back of my head.
Yeah. 100%. And it is. And I've been on the podcast a bunch of times now, and what I've always taught, or preached is safety and reliability and brakes especially. So I totally agree with you. And I'm really glad I decided not to go out, because part of me was just, let's just go out on the track and see what happens, right?
Like, oh my God.
We'll come back.
Yeah, like maybe, but you're absolutely right. I'm really, really glad I didn't, because even just driving, I test drove it after everything was back together, and at the very, very bottom of the pedal, it feels almost normal.
Weird.
But at the track at 100, like the car gets to 140 miles an hour down in turn 5. And there's a wall at the end.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know. What would have happened.
Man, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
So I'm glad I stuck to what I said.
Yeah, and like you said, like where it sticks in the back of your mind too. I remember we did like the clutch on the GTT too, and same thing. You got to bleed the system and everything like that. We were running into issues like just chasing like an air pocket or something, and I was working with Lars on it, and we're like, man, does it feel different than before? Is this normal? Is this always how it felt?
Yeah.
Are we there yet? Does it still need to be bled more? And we're after bleeding it for like 2 hours straight and like doing the process like 30 times, we're like,
I'm bleeding, Pete.
no, I think it's still weird. Like,
Well, yeah, and that's what was going on with the M3 also. That's why I decided to go test drive it, because again, this was over the course of, I think the car's gonna lift 6 or 7 days of just me working on it every day, and just testing the brakes, bleeding it, testing them again, bleeding it, starting the car, and so on. And the big thing that was happening is when the car is off, is a really firm pedal, and the moment I turn the car on, right, it would sink to the floor, same amount of pressure. Like there's no resistance behind it. And then I got in the M5 one morning to drive to work, and I realized that it does the same thing. But obviously the M5 brake worked fine, right? Everything's great on that car. So in my head, I started gaslighting myself. I was like, maybe the M3's been fine this whole time, right? Maybe it was something else. Maybe there was an air bubble or something was wrong with the ABS module. Maybe something had a hiccup. I don't know. And that's why I went to drive it. I'm like, maybe it's fine, actually. And I get out of the lot,
like, no.
and I'm like, there's no brakes. There's no brakes. There's no brakes.
no.
Yeah.
Man.
God, I hate brake shit, man. It not only is it like just a pain in the ass to like work on, the brake fluid sucks.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's so filmy, and it's like it eats through paint, so you can't really spill it on anything. Then you're constantly wiping it down, and it's like it just gets everywhere. I hate it. It's such a pain in the ass. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. It sucks.
Brakes suck. I hate brakes.
You know what doesn't suck?
The second time you think that's what's that? What doesn't suck?
Fortunato,
Yeah,
baby.
they're good.
Yeah, that's a car trend that can keep on going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fortunato coilovers. I love them. 500 series are going to be perfect for, I'd say, probably 90% of you. And then the other 10% rascals that take it even further. 510s are a great option. Or maybe I should say 9%. Then 1%, they got even crazier stuff.
2 ways, 3 ways. Crazy.
Million way.
Maybe.
As much as you want, because they build custom coilovers too. So if you need to dial them in, you want custom spring rates, different valving, all that stuff, Fortunato can do it. But they also have like pre-made, ready to go right off the shelf for your car. So if you're heading on over to MartiniWorks and you look at Fortunato coilovers, they now make them for a ton of different makes and models. So there's a good chance they have them for what you drive. And I've personally ran them since I was 19 years old, and I will continue to run them on my cars because I love Fortunato coilovers before they were ever a twinkle in the podcast eye. We've been running Fortunato, so I'm just ecstatic that they've been a partner of our podcast because that's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
We've all personally ran them. We've really enjoyed them. They're phenomenal coilovers, and they're hand built in the United States. They're hand assembled. We got to go check that out, and they do a fantastic job. There's enthusiasts working there too. People that truly care about what they're doing. It's just consistent. You get good stuff, and there's always people there willing to help too if anything were to come up. So if you're interested, go check out Fortunato coilovers at MartiniWorks.com, and we'll be right back.
Can I be a grumpy old man for a second?
Oh man.
Not again.
I had a realization of something last night. Stopped at the old KT Quick Trip.
Yep. Love Quick Trip.
If you didn't know, me too. If you didn't know, you can like pretty much order anything for fucking delivery nowadays. And I saw at the Quick Trip by my place that they have like a pickup like shelf for like DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever people order from Quick Trip. It's a gas station, by the way. First of all, the fact that they even have this is kind of insane. But I was like, wow, like they have this whole like setup for it now. And then I looked at it, and there was one item on this shelf. And you want to know what it was?
What?
It was a single bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper that someone must have DoorDashed or did something. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, man, I always bitch about how like we go out any time of the day, anywhere nowadays, and it feels like there's just a million people on the road. I'm like, why? What the hell are these people doing? They're all DoorDashing bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper to people. That's exactly what's going on. Because what in the hell?
That's a $15 bottle of Dr. Pepper all day.
Okay.
How could you possibly need that bottle that bad?
So I gotta ask.
I kind of get it.
Are you guys guilty of that?
I have never DoorDashed a single item ever in my life. I have DoorDash food, like dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're sick or something. Man, it hits to just have it dropped off right at your door. But then I get re-sick because I look at how much I paid to have Taco Bell dropped off at my door, and it's like $50. So not often.
I used to get Starbucks delivered to the old office every once in a while, and then same thing happened. I saw like a $15 cup of coffee, and I was like, never again. Went full.
Yeah, it's insane like how more expensive it is. It's funny, like it'll be like the weekend or something like that. It'll be like Sunday morning, and be like, man, McDonald's breakfast sound pretty good.
Yeah,
and it's like, but I don't want to like go get McDonald's breakfast. And it's like, okay, well, if we were to go get it, it's like $15 for both of us.
Yeah.
If we were to get it delivered, I shit you not, it's like triple the price. It's like $40.
You know what I do?
The same exact thing.
Yeah, what I do now, and I've been consistently doing it, whether it's like Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever. I just order ahead, because like pretty much any fast food place or drink place has like an app or whatever. So I order ahead, and it's all contactless. It's like the most seamless thing. I just walk in, grab my shit, and I go. I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to do anything, and like. That makes it easy. Plus, like, we live in town, so like anything is within 4 minutes. So I just convinced myself to go fucking get it.
For me, it's become, if I can't be bothered to drive the 10, 15 minutes, even like across town to go get like Chick-fil-A or something, all the way across town for me. If I'm not willing to invest 15 minutes to go drive over there, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I don't want it that bad.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I saw. Sorry, I just had a rant about it for a second.
No, it's fair.
I was like,
dude,
that's crazy.
Every once in a while, I'll fucking do it. I'll just, I won't even have a good reason.
All right.
And I'll door it. Not a single item.
Okay.
Not,
all right.
I've never done it from a gas station. I didn't even know you could.
Oh, yeah. I've done even food in the last like 5 years now. Like even pizza. I've gone to pick up pizza now.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that is actually insane. Like you said, that's a $15 bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper.
You have to tip the driver.
Yeah.
I swear too, like they upcharge in whatever, like it's not the normal price of what it is.
It's an additional
upcharged.
like fee built into
It's just
it,
insane. It's insanity. But anyways, speaking of driving and going somewhere yourself, we're heading over to Final Bout this weekend, which is a big deal. Final Bout is a huge deal, and it's so crazy because it's hidden in this little town in Shawano, Wisconsin, and
people come from around the world.
Yeah, we're just spoiled by US Air.
Yeah, honestly, like 40-minute drive and absolutely insane venue, insane event going to be going on. I've actually never been.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's insane.
I don't know what the hell's
you
wrong
literally
with me.
drift at US Air and you haven't gone to Final Bout.
I know. It's crazy. I'm really looking forward to going up there this weekend. So this comes out. It'll be Friday, which is like, I think people start like kind of rolling in and stuff on Friday.
Let's say, for those of people listening right now that don't know what Final Bout is, you want to give a quick rundown?
Yeah, it's basically like, imagine like the dopest looking Japanese like drift cars, like car show quality, just getting down
Like
from around the
Japan.
country.
from around the country. Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember there's a
World actually.
Yeah, the world.
Yeah, the world, because we saw the group that hauls our cars to Gallenberg hauls the cars from the port to Shawano.
That's so insane.
It's nutty. Yeah, so if you guys are on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever, you've probably seen some like crazy car haulers just loaded with like these drift cars. Yeah, they're coming up to freaking Shawano, Wisconsin.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like when you pull up
a
to
farm
US
field,
Air,
Farmland, Wisconsin.
there's nothing around it. And you even got to drive. You drive like 10 minutes to get into town, and it's a weird end of town. And you got like a McDonald's, Culver's, couple gas stations
that are off-branded.
It's about it. And it's so crazy to think people come from all around the world to this event. And a lot of people really enjoy it. They love it. You know, like Hurt comes up here and drifts there, and there's a lot of big names that show up. And then the quality of cars
is insane.
Ooh, it's a rolling car show. So I mean, we're not like being paid to say this, but come hang out at Final Bout. Say hi to us if you see us there. We'll be filming some content and hanging out with the people there, and then we have some friends that drift and help do the event and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, if you're like driving this weekend, you got a car up there or something like that, we're gonna be walking around with cameras, or like Dakota said, we're gonna be doing videos and stuff like that. If you want something done on your car, come grab us. We're gonna be looking to shoot as much.
Have no shame. Come pull me aside, literally, because like otherwise we're gonna walk around and bug people and literally ask if they want. So if you have something, or your buddy drives something, or whatever, we sometimes we won't bug the drivers. We'll go bug the people that are watching, asking goofy questions and stuff. So we'll be running around there. But it really is such a cool show. And if you've never been to US Air, it is a neat track. The roller coaster of love. It's really crazy. I've been fortunate enough to do some ride-alongs And I guess I've driven my Supra on that, not drifting, but just go-karting around essentially. And but the elevation change and like the blind corners that are in it are kind of wild. It's gnarly.
And then you get some like just absolutely like crazy like freaking like trains going on there. You got you know 5, 6, 10 cars. It's like holy shit.
And you're gonna see some wall taps. You're gonna see some crazy stuff. Some crazy cars that just they always sound so good.
I love it too. Like I said, I've never actually gone, but I've followed like the stuff on socials forever. Like see all the content that comes out of it. Obviously, like you guys have been, Brent's been, and knowing people that have gone and like drive in it. The caliber of cars is insane. They do like they line them all up on the track. So you can go walk out there and check them out. And it's like, dude, the wheels that these people are drifting on, like the kits that these cars have that are eventually just going to get destroyed, like the paint work that's done on them, like you'd be terrified to do what they're doing with these cars. Like terrified to drive it on the street, let alone doing what they're doing. It literally is just all about the style and all about like, the love of the game. And it's something else. It's a sight to see. Yeah.
And it's such a cool track. It's fun. Last time I was there, I believe they're running shuttles too. So you actually like parked in Shawano, got on a bus, and then the bus would take you back. A ton
of people. I think that's always what kind of like, oh man, there's gonna be a ton of people.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad though. It was perfectly fine. It wasn't a big deal.
They usually turn that farm field that's like, again, there's farm all around the track. The one right next to it, there's a big part of it that gets turned into like a parking lot, like a grass parking lot.
Sure.
I remember parking the M2 back there one of the years. It's a little rough to get back there. So I would definitely recommend parking in town and taking the bus.
I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be super dope.
It's a sick event where I think we're really, like, we forget sometimes, we're very blessed to have that in our backyard. We're in such a gem of an area between, USA, Road America. We have our own drag strip, 10 minutes the other way.
Yeah, WR is really popping. Yeah,
it's a cool place to be. We can do anything motorsports we want.
Also,
less than an hour away.
Yeah.
If you've never watched drifting, it's a million times cooler in person than it is on TV. I promise.
Yeah.
It's such a vibe. And I think too, if I remember correctly, they do night drifting.
I believe so. Yeah.
They did. I'm pretty sure they did last year.
I can't remember if it was a different event or it was Final Bout, but I remember going there, like all the underglow and the lights on like it's so sick.
Yeah, I know like Real Dash that they host up there.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Is a big one for like the night drifting stuff.
Gotcha. So maybe that's what I seen.
I would imagine Final Bout they have to do
because they have the big lights that they'll like pull out and put on the track too.
Yeah.
It's sick, dude. It's so fun. It used to, what used to be my favorite part of going to US Air?
What's that?
They sold V8, the cans of V8. And it was dirt cheap, dude. Everything there, the snacks, the drinks, everything was dirt cheap. But like, I was like, where else can I go look at dope cars and just buy a V8?
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have V8 anymore, so
no,
I'd have to throw.
I don't think they have. And Michael, if you're listening, if you want to make Dakota a happy boy, it doesn't have to be much. Just get a case. Just set it aside.
A spicy hot V8
like
in the can.
Yeah, it's like the secret menu at the US Air, like Snack Shack.
Yes. I think I have a photo somewhere. Maya and I both got one. We took a picture. Like, what? Can't believe we're cheers in front of a 240 with V8s. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But it's a good time for sure.
Yeah.
I love that track.
Yeah, it's like Lars said too. It's I think we've grown up here. We've experienced it so much that to kind of forget sometimes like how special that place is. It's like I specifically remember going to buy my 240 to learn how to drift in. Went to Kansas to go buy it. The guy I was buying it from, been in the scene a long time. Like he built that car specifically in like the early 2000s. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, like first drift car, they'd be good for you, that kind of stuff. He's like, you got a track near you. And it's like, oh, yeah, we got like US Air, like 40 minutes away. And like he literally like dropped what he had. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, he's like, I have been wanting to go up there for decades. And like, it is like my dream to drive it. He's like, I cannot believe that this car, you're going to be learning how to drift in this car up at US Air. That's so crazy. I was like, yeah, it's like right up the road.
I have talked to like influencers and stuff where like anytime they don't know where Wisconsin is or anything, it's like, oh, well, I'm like 40 minutes from US Air. No, okay. And then they know. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah. This little go-kart track. It's so gnarly. It's the pavement there is interesting too.
Yeah, it's not friendly.
It'll really tear your shit up.
Yeah, it's not easy on tires, that's for sure.
No, but it's a hoot of a time. Yeah. And we've been playing it on driving it on a Assetto Corsa, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're on?
Yeah,
You
I've
got
been
the Sims
really
over there?
throwing down on the sim, and it's actually it's interesting because our Fanatec Hydro like went out on us, so we're getting
handbrake ain't working.
Yeah, the handbrake wasn't working, but it's like I still want to.
Real cars don't work. Fake cars don't work.
Yeah.
I'm fucking over it. No.
All of our brakes
It's like
are
God
dead.
damn it!
It's
I just
been
wanna,
fun though. Brent's been trying to teach me to drift on there and getting the hang of it. It's fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so it's like we haven't had it hooked up, like the
Yeah.
handbrake hooked up, but Brent's like, fuck it, learn how to drive without the handbrake, and it's like, okay. So honestly, like that has been kind of really eye opening of like what you can do without a handbrake. Very lot difficult, very big change up from what I'm used to, obviously. But it's been pretty cool, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, and practicing a lot on there since my car.
So there you go. If you're
out of
if
commission,
you're listening from afar, go on Assetto Corsa and you can go on US Air and you can see where we'll be hanging out. And then maybe you can make the trip up some point too. Check out Final Bout or any other
I'd
event.
say if you're around in like the Midwest and love drifting or motorsport or anything like that, definitely should be on like your bucket list to come check out at least.
Also,
one event
within
there.
the last 2 years or so, they have really amped up US Air and like cleaned it up and made it really nice.
Yeah.
Facility is way improved.
Yeah, they're adding like a lot more like seating and like a lot just upgrades to the place because it's
Cleaned
old.
it up,
It's been
painted
there for
stuff.
a long
It-
time.
Yeah. And they made it look really freaking nice.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of like the scoring towers and like buildings have like new roofs and glass
Yeah.
put in, and it's a really nice area.
definitely, I'd say one of the coolest events you can go to
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
for that. It was really cool. What was that? Brew City Banger. That was a really crazy
Yes.
event too, though.
That one really surprised me too. I wasn't sure what to expect for that one, and that one turned out to be a lot of fun.
That one was so cool though because this one was as bad, but like it was like almost so sketchy
Yeah.
that it was cool. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Kept
Yeah.
smacking walls over there.
Yeah.
Like it was a really fast.
They
like,
were
drift section.
hucking, dude. They were full
Suck,
sending
yeah.
it going fast.
It literally was like a Formula Drift like layout essentially with like the amount of speed and stuff that was required for that and like the power that you would have to have because like that layout was no joke, dude. I know.
So what they did was, if you guys don't know, it was the Milwaukee Mile, the
Yep.
racetrack, which is like a little oval track. Well, I say little; it's a mile long.
Yeah.
And then
that's
there's an infield section, which is a road course, and that's the section that they drifted.
Yeah.
And it was fast. Like,
Yeah.
It's a really fast track in
Yeah.
a car and like a grip car. So even drifting was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy because like where our booth was set up because we had like a tent there. We were selling some like merch and stuff and hanging out and doing videos, and it was like kind of like right when they'd enter in and then they come around this like big long like sweeper and then it'd like come up right against like this wall and it was like a sharp like U-turn essentially and then out to the exit, and so like everyone's kind of like standing against this wall that they're like hauling ass at, and like man, they're really moving, because like they'd shoot out from that side there. But then we walked up to like where like the start was, and it's like they start on like in front of like the grandstands and then they come into the infield and they're moving even quicker, dude. Like they were hauling ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Rowdy.
If you haven't though, like gone to any motorsports event, start doing it. Like I think a good portion when I got into cars and stuff, I pretty much just went to car shows, car
Right,
meets and stuff like that. And never really went to like drift events or Road America or any of that. Now I've gotten the opportunity to do a bunch of that and I love it so much. It's so much fun. And like too, if you can score a ride along or something too, oh my god! I don't know if they'll be doing them at Final Bout, but they do events all the time. Head up there, go do it, check it out, do something different. You don't have to be like a drifter to go watch drifting or anything like that. You can go just for the love of it, and it's a blast.
And it's cool because especially these, again, Final Bout's a huge event, but a lot of the events at USA are relatively small, grassroots, like Brew City Banger.
Right.
You could walk up to any of the cars in the pits all day long and just start talking to people, And, people are going to be busy. Maybe they're fixing something or whatever. They may not want to chat, but 9 times out of 10, they're happy to answer any questions you have about the cars or how they got started or any tips they have for you. It's super common. Same thing at the Road America events we've gone to. If they're not actively working on the car, usually just chilling in the trailer anyway. Yeah. Go say hi, ask them if you can check out the car. Sometimes like I've seen people bring their kids up there and the kids can sit in the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
That's super common. So
Yeah, you
definitely.
can usually read the room. Like you can be
Yeah.
like, they're having a bad time. He just blew up his car. I'm not going to talk to him right
Exactly.
now, or something like that. But like most of the time, if not 99% of the time, everyone is so excited to talk to you. Talk about their car, what they have done to it. Everyone's so chill. Everyone's so nice. So you ain't got to be intimidated at all.
Yeah, it's a great way to make friends.
100%. Or like too, if you're interested, maybe you are thinking about getting into drifting or something like that, those are the people to talk to.
100%. That's really what, like, where I got bit by the bug a bit of like, I really should just do this because I've always wanted to do it. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to do. And then it's like I went and like did a couple ride-alongs. I was like, damn, this isn't as intimidating as I thought it would be, and the community is there, and why the fuck? I'm just going to do this. It's super cool.
100%. Well, if you need your car to look good when you're on your way to Final Bout, or maybe when you pull up, make sure you have some Malco Detailing.
Oh, yeah.
The third sponsor of the MartiniWorks podcast. We've been using Malco to clean up all of our stuff, and we've had a few track days recently, and the cars have needed Jesus, and Jesus so happened to be Malco because it saved them. Dude, I swear, there's sometimes I look at the car, I'm like, no.
That ain't coming back.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. And then we're able to get it back, and it looks great with Malco. So we bring it to the track. We bring it to the shows. We have it all stocked up here in the shop, so when we pull in, we wipe our stuff down, and we keep buying white wheels. I don't know what the hell is wrong with us.
They just look good on the car, man. I know what the hell,
They look good when they're clean, but man, the brake dust, the brake dust you guys create, I have never seen before.
Yeah,
dude.
Holy cow.
The Malco did a great job though. Like no kidding, the wheel and tire cleaner gets rid of that brake dust super easy. It kept the chrome wheels actually look chrome again. On the M3.
Yeah, yours were
impressed.
Yeah,
it was bad.
It was
I
bad.
took them off and like dumped it out, and a whole pile of dust came out.
yeah. I needed to film a video with Lars's car, and I was like, God damn.
But their soap is really good. The Cherry Flash Detailer is phenomenal. Pretty much every product we've
Glass
used.
cleaner.
Really, the glass cleaner is super good as well. So head on over to MartiniWorks. We have like packages so you can get a group of products all set to go. Or if you need to order them individually, you can do that as well. But that's right on our website. So you can head on over to MartiniWorks.com, check it out. And a huge thank you to Malco for being a sponsor of MartiniWorks podcast. And Lars, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is fun.
Of course, absolutely. Well, you guys have a great weekend. If you're in the area, come out, check out Final Bout. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Bye.